everyone, welcome to our channel.
If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell for any update videos or any new videos that come out in the future.
Now, if you've been watching any of our videos, especially like our first 10 videos of our whole channel, it was all about our road trip to Colorado with our two little babies. The oldest one is 3 and the youngest one is 1. And we did a road trip all the way to Colorado from Orange County, California and back. And it took about like 2 weeks. And it was definitely interesting. I don't know if you have kids that are under 3, you know that they cry a lot, they fight a lot, you know, they just, it's just crazy, you know, they're like puking or eating and whatever, they're peeing in their pants and everything. And think about going for like 2 weeks on the road and different places to sleep. So this video is all about the things that we brought to that road trip. So maybe there's someone out there, you're planning a trip, like a road trip, and you have like little kids. Hopefully this list can help you out.
All right, so today we are going to go over 12 things that we bought and were very helpful for our road trip, or our entire trip actually. And so we're going to go over each one. So number 1 is
RollUp Bags Space Savers.
So we bought a whole set, right, of Space Savers, and they came in multiple sizes. One was super large, medium, and small. We use mostly the extra large sizes. And
yeah, it's like huge Ziploc bags basically, where you just put your stuff in there, like your clothes, and then you kind of like either roll it up or you just kind of squeeze out all the air while you tighten the
to push out all the air. And it really did help save space, because we were able to pack all of our clothes and some essentials within one suitcase, and so we didn't have to carry multiple things around or have multiple bags for each person. So
and it also helped because it helped like separate different kinds of clothes that we needed. Like there was we went hiking, so we had our hiking clothes in one thing, our sleeping clothes, our going out clothes, and so it was really convenient.
And it was pretty affordable with the multiple different sizes. And we'll have all of this stuff in the description box below. Number 2 is
neck pillows for the kids. At first we thought that we were gonna buy them these headband things, and we thought that if we're gonna drive, their heads are gonna like just go like bounce around. And so at first we got the head things, and I don't know, we never used the head thingies.
And I think the main reason why we didn't use the headband is because our sons do not like pressure on their head in any way, shape, or form, whether they're sleeping or not. And they were so helpful because our kids didn't even notice the difference. And it was so much safer to have that for them rather than nothing at all, of course, and also an alternative to kids who are sensitive to like pressure on their head or anything like that. And so so that was definitely helpful, especially on our really long drives. Number 3 is the Melissa and Doug Waterwell set, and I don't know if you know what they are, but moms and dads, y'all, you probably know what I'm talking about. These are like little things, and now they come in multiple sizes. There's the really big one for kids, I believe, that are 4 and up, but this one is for kids that are 3 and up, and because our oldest is 3, we thought it would be really fun for them in the car. Now, keep in mind, this goes really fast, so it's not like they're gonna be entertained for like half an hour or like an hour. So this was all our alternative to videos and DVDs and certain things like that, because we were just trying to keep them from, we're trying to stay away from any type of TV, because they get that mostly at home and at school or whatever. So I just wanted to we just wanted to have like a pretty much TV free trip if possible, especially in the car. These were a really big help because our kids really like them, and especially finding the little characters on each page. And there was a set of 6 of them, they would just interchange them among each other. So that was really, really helpful.
Of course, they fought over them. It's like, oh, I want the jungle animal ones, or I want the zoo animal ones. So, you know, there's different designs on there. So really fun. We'll entertain them for almost 5 minutes. So yeah, you know these little activities, they stack up. So you know you got to keep them busy. So 5 minutes, and maybe like a time for snacks, and then you know maybe they're just looking out the window for another like 2 minutes. And
number 4 was another little game for especially our both of our kids. We wish we bought another one, but we didn't know that our youngest would be so interested in it.
Oh yeah.
And so we only bought one, and you'll hear a lot the sound of this thing in our videos a lot of the time. But it's a memory game by Melissa and Doug, and
it's really cool.
They have different cards, so like it's kind of a learning game too. So they have like shapes and colors and animals and
it's like a concentration basically, and then you just and that was a sound you always heard that in the videos.
Right.
That's Jonas just going nuts because it's also that kind of like sensory thing. Like it's really satisfying. Like this is basically all he was doing the whole trip. Like,
yeah. And so
like 20 minutes in a row, he's just doing this exactly what I'm doing here, and then this is what you would hear in all the videos. Oh gosh, just yeah.
If you ever have like memory game or anything like that, that's really helpful. And on top of that, it's a 2 players, like it's made for 2 players. So if you have younger kids that are kind of maybe similar in age or close to age, they can play together. And so so our oldest and I, Jonas, he'll say, "Mommy, can you play with me?" And this is just kind of a short trip to the park or something like that. And so we'll play in the car and play that game together. So, you know, it's kind of useful even after. So, number 5, which is Carabiners. So, Carabiners, Sam probably.
Yeah, so we went to Colorado, and we mainly went because we wanted to go to the Rockies, and then we wanted to hike. And so these Carabiners really came in handy. You know, you might think everyone has them, but no, we didn't have any, so I just needed some. It was really helpful to carry all of our water bottles while we were hiking, so we didn't take our big backpacks. We had this kind of like smaller backpack, and I was able to carry a lot of other stuff, and so very handy. Of course, Carabiners. You can get those at the links down below in the description.
Number 6 is super must-have is snacks. Now, with our kids, we tried to do something that would be sustaining for them more than just like goldfish or something like that. And so we were kind of reverting to something like nuts, like kid-friendly Cliff Bar kind of things. Not Cliff Bars, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so we found these cool ones with seeds and stuff in them, and we're like gonna go hiking anyway, so like might as well give it. I mean, there was a lot of sugar, I think, still like, or I don't know.
It was more like put together with like this honey or like it was just more natural. And Sam and I just had Cliff Bars, which was really helpful.
But the kids loved it. Yeah. Both Jonas and Jesse, they're eating it. I would recommend them. I kind of want to get it again still for the kids. So
number 7. So again, another thing for the kids was so Jonas loves animals. Like I'm pretty sure some of you parents, it's either cars or animals. And so our son is an animal person. And so there was this entire set of like almost like kind of large little animals, like safari animals, and came with a mountain and everything.
Trees and logs
and
rocks.
So when you're in a hotel with a 3-year-old who loves to bounce around and jump and there's something that's gonna make them sit for more than like 20 minutes, for our son, this was it. So it really helped. Our 1-year-old is just kind of whatever, but for our oldest, it was really helpful.
Yeah, he really liked it.
And so I guess our suggestion is to find that one thing that makes your son, like your kids, just quietly enjoy themselves, like whatever that may be. But if your kid's into animals, and especially safari animals, this is it. We still have it. Our son still plays with it
every day.
It's a lot of cleaning though, as in like trying to find a place for it, but it's definitely worth it if they enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so, all right, and next one is number 8, which is a Peter Rabbit book.
Oh,
now
yeah.
I was looking for books for just to keep at home, and I love those books that have like multiple stories at once. And so this is like one of the classics, like Peter Rabbit. And so we took it on our trip and we made it our bedtime book. And
it was perfect because, like, yeah, Jonas would always look forward to it.
Right.
Jesse's like whatever at this stage, but like Jonas would always look forward to it. Mm-hmm. And we would also use it to get him to hurry up and brush his teeth. Like, oh, we're gonna read it, and it's great if you've never read it. It's just this classic, book that was written for children. So yeah, I would totally recommend it.
You can stop the story in the middle, especially if you're tired.
Oh yeah, I mean when you're out road tripping and you're on vacation with the kids, like some of these stories are kind of long, but they're good for kids. But like, yeah, there were many days on the road where we just kind of like, okay, Jonas, this is a little too long. We're gonna finish the rest tomorrow. It's a little hard out there, but it's always fun. It's really fun to road trip with the kids.
Okay, so number 9 is a hat. So so Jonas and I already had a hat because we had received it like for free, or we had bought it from some other trip or reason. But Sam did not have a hat, and so it was really hard. It's really hard for us to find hats because we have very large heads. The diameter or the circumference of our head is very wide. And so what happens is that it's really hard for us to even wear normal hats. And we always have to buy like the extra large size. So this is like really hard to find for us. And so we actually were able to find one for Sam.
Yeah, it fit my head perfectly. Mm-hmm. And then it came with little padding things if it is too big, so it'll be a little more snug. And yeah, it was perfect for the hikes. It was nice. It was like opening on the top, like it was like kind of like a mesh up there, so it was fun. It was nice and cool hat.
Okay, number 10 is something for the sun, which is not only sunscreen, which we already had, but sunglasses.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that we bought one for Jonas and we bought one for Sam because neither of them had sunglasses. But it was actually more beneficial for Sam because he was driving most of the time, and Jonas, he just wore it for fun mostly. So it was actually really good, especially when we were in places that were really sunny. And so it was definitely helpful. 11 is sandals. Now, sandals, again, they're a necessity, especially if you're on a long drive. It's just having comfortable shoes. It's just great. I don't know how long y'all enjoy wearing sneakers, but sandals are a must, especially if you're going to be planning to go to the swimming pool if you're at a hotel, by the beach, or just walking around just to get like necessity groceries if you're staying at an Airbnb or something. That's really, really important. So that was really helpful too. Okay, number 12. So number 12 is our really helpful, handy dandy DJI OM4. What that is,
the DJI Osmo 4. Okay,
there you go.
I didn't use it much because I was so scared that it was gonna break. We were out with the kids. I used it a few times on the videos, but these days I'm using it a lot more. I'm so glad I got it. If you go to just new places, I would totally recommend getting it. It's great. Like, it's a great gimbal. It's a great price for a gimbal, and it goes basically with any phone. DJI Osmo 4, totally recommend it. Videos are super smooth, great features. definitely check it out in the link below. And then we have a
bonus, which is
one of the most helpful things in the whole trip.
Right.
With the 2 kids
Right.
on a road trip.
Which is wood peg dolls. Now, you wouldn't think that they'd be that helpful, but when your kids are fighting over them, then that's popularity right there.
Oh yeah, we wanted I think at first we just kind of wanted it for Jesse so that he wouldn't be all about animals just because Jonas is. Like, we wanted him to be about people. And so these are fun little wood peg things. These are great. Jesse would always like to play with like the big ones and then the small baby one, and so you could see like he was kind of like connecting, oh, this is what people are, and he's just like messing around, and Jonas is just trying to always steal it from Jesse and stuff. So, but yeah.
Anyway, that's all we have for you guys today. Thanks for checking in with us today. We hope that everything that you've heard is helpful. And if you feel like it has benefited you or given value to you, please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and definitely comment below if you've tried these things, if you have not, if you wish you tried these things, or
maybe you got something for your road trip,
right?
And maybe you can comment below and help everyone out.
Somebody's planning to go on a trip at some point, and we're actually planning to go next year, which we're going to a different location. So let's share, comment, subscribe, and do all that lovely jazz, and we will see you in the next one. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.